Hey everybody, happy Saturday. Um, Welcome to another stream. I am changing my schedule a little bit. I normally play Skies of Arcadia Legends on Saturday, but today was the launch of another monthly Archipelago session with Zeldathon, so I'm gonna do my 3 games for that instead. Hopefully that will last 2 hours for the stream. It probably should. Symphony of the Night alone, the opening is gonna take a while. But this is hey Lemon, how's it going? This is gonna be a bit of jank as is usual with Archipelago streams, so I'm going to I think I have things set up correctly to just immediately work at the start. But let's see. Let's switch to the screen. The game should be there. The game audio looks good. My controls are working. Okay, that's good. It's less jank now. It's probably going to be a lot more jank when I actually get started, or when I switch to the other 2 games, because there's a lot of finagling I have to do in OBS as I switch games. None of that could be done automatically or anything. But it's fine. We'll work on it. Let's see. This should be all good. So, as is usual with Archipelago, the way this works is that it's a randomizer, first of all, and all my items in all 3 games are randomized across across every game that is in the Zeldathon Archipelago session, which for this game involves like 10 people. So who knows what I'm going to get from where. Somebody already got me wave beam. Hipster got me wave beam missiles from Paul. Thank you, Palm. Thank you for the missiles. Since you're here, I can thank you directly. That doesn't let me do a lot to start with, but it is something. It'll let me do a couple of things. There are some rooms down on the way that I can't do anything in. But there's definitely a room all the way down at the bottom that I can go into that I normally would not be able to on a randomizer session. There's no guarantee I could get into that room in a normal playthrough. This time I will. So I can start with 2 items, basically. And usually in my Super Metroid randomizer playthroughs for Archipelago, I find that those 2 items are the only things I can get, so I'll probably switch to Time Spinner immediately after that. The first thing I can get is whatever's in the usual morph ball spot over here, which I did set early morph ball actually, so it's not the morph ball. Valkyrie for Hipster. I'm not sure what that, I can't even remember what Hipster, oh, that was probably StarCraft with the SC on the end. I have not played StarCraft to know what Valkyrie is. I can't get this item. I don't have morph ball yet. Yeah, I did set early morph ball, so morph ball is probably in this spot, which is annoying because, yup, this is the one where you have to damage boost exactly perfectly. And I get it wrong every time. There we go. Okay, only took twice. Yoshi Doll for Dark Plague. Since there's only one other thing I can get right now. You know what? That's not true. I do have missiles. I could go down and fight what's his face. I can't get back up, but I could get the item and send it out on the Archipelago so somebody else could get it. Rupees for Dolphin. That's nothing. 5 rupees in Ocarina of Time is basically a nothing burger. Okay, so let's go back and get the 1 additional item that I can send, at least. Which is all the way up. Have to fight our way through this area. Climb all the way up to the top of this. What? Just missing all my jumps here. It's fine. I'm not in any hurry. There is a save room on the way up that I want to stop at, since I'm being very bad here and taking some unnecessary hits. Probably want to play it safe. And I gotta actually save at that save point, fight this boss, and shut the game off after that, because there won't be anything else I can do at that point. So actually some level of convenient, so that'll work out. Come in here, and here's what we save. As usual, when I play Super Metroid Randomizer, I set my save rooms to auto refill my health and missiles because I'm not out here trying to regrind to max anything. All right, we're gonna go down here and fight this boss, and hopefully it's something good for somebody. But usually with Archipelago randomizers, there's never any guarantee of that. I will go back and farm some missiles though before I go. There we go. What we got? Actually, I don't even have to fight him. I can just come in here and 10 coins for Valaire's Simpsons. Is Simpsons the arcade game in Archipelago? Okay. Anyways, I don't need to fight this guy. I got what I could. So I'm going to go back to my break screen as I switch games here. I'm not going to mute like I normally do though, so you can listen to a little bit of music while I do this. Let's see. I'm going to play Time Spinner next. So let me disconnect this. Shut down my tracker. Close out RetroArch. Launch Time Spinner. Make that the visible item on that screen. Wait for it to put. Oh, Simpsons hit and run. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. The arcade game doesn't have anything you can really randomize, I would assume. Okay, we're good. Let's go back to that. Oh wait, no. Let me go back to the break screen because I gotta put in my my credentials for the game. I haven't done that yet. I don't particularly want to do that live on air. Which, I mean, I don't have a password. It's nothing major, but people could just play my game if they wanted to, and I don't want them to do that. So, all right, now we're good. Let's go back to this screen, and it's got some black bars because I didn't want to switch between the 16:9 view and my stream back and forth. That would have been annoying. So we're doing everything on the 4:3 version. But it's fine. All right, I'm going to skip all this. Water mask at the start? Wow, okay. There's actually let's see what people got me. Empire Orb, pretty good. Oh, Forbidden Tome. This is like my favorite early game weapon. That's amazing. Nothing in either of those. Might as well put that there. No fire anything, so I can't do anything interesting yet. Some gear to start with, okay. I don't like the relics that change people's or your look or your familiar's looks. I tend to turn those off every time I play. Okay, water mask in the beginning was exciting, but it occurs to me there's not much I can do with it yet because I don't have the stuff I need to go back in time yet. So I can't go underwater anywhere that's useful at the moment. But still, it'll save a lot of time for later. All right. Oh, the out-of-box one, okay. It's fine. All right, let's move on. Hello, goodbye. All these people I never talk to. And her mom's about to die, but we're gonna skip that. All right. Okay, pass the dialogue. It's actually very good dialogue. If you're ever going to play this Metrovania, wow, okay, that double jump at the start of the game is pretty huge. If you're ever going to play this Metrovania, I highly recommend it. I've talked about this on stream before. It's a fantastic little game. I love it to death. Really fantastic soundtrack done by Jeff Ball, the session violinist for Steven Universe. Really hits the Castlevania vibes in multiple areas. you can tell Symphony of the Night was a major influence on the soundtrack. But the game itself was also a really solid Metroidvania. Really satisfying to play. The various powers you have access to and can get are fun. The time stop mechanic is kind of underused. I won't say it's underbaked. It's well done in terms of mechanics, but you don't have to use it very often. Oh, there's a bow for you, Palm. Nice. Actually, I can go down here with double jump. Start by going this way. Just to hit this up. But yeah, it's I highly recommend playing it, and we're skipping literally every single cutscene here because I've seen them all a million times. But they're very good cutscenes. Gorn Lullaby for Dolphin. Okay. I just realized there's two people playing Majora's Mask, which is not out of the ordinary. Darth Plagueis, one of my friends from multiple communities at this point. I feel like every time I do an Archipelago session, she's playing Link's Awakening. Sometimes she's playing Link's Awakening twice in the same session, like different settings for the one game. So she's playing, I don't know how she keeps track of things when she does it like that. I would just, every time I open the game, I would forget which version of Link's Awakening I was playing if I did that. So more power to her. I'm incredibly impressed every time she does that. Yeah, the Forbidden Tome is just such a satisfying weapon to use. Because you can just hit so much stuff from far off. It saves so much time in the early going. Trying to kill everything because this is a Castlevania style Metroidvania, which means XP from enemies. So if you skip all the enemies, you're going to have a hard time of it later in the game. So it's worth killing everything I see just to get the XP, just to level up. Shipbuilding, the hipster's civilization. I forget if that's Civ 4 or Civ 6, which Civ is part of the Archipelago scene. One rupee to pawn. Okay. Oh, I always forget about this. Come back slightly and just sort of jump there. This is not like Castlevania where 100%ing the actual physical map is a help to anything, but I like to do it anyway. See what's back here. Progressive skill. Palm can swim in Ocarina of Time now. Just unlocks a little bit. Man, I have the Succubus hairpin, but I really wish I had the Hilaria attachment. Once you've gotten the ability to go at super speed in this game, it feels very slow to not be able to do that anytime you come back and play the game again. Nothing for it though. You also can level up your familiars, which doesn't make a whole lot of difference. It didn't in Symphony of the Night either, which is where that mechanic really first came from. It's kind of a shame there's no game out there that has familiars like this that I know of that I've played where leveling them up is actually worth it. I think the one exception is Symphony of the Night, actually. Once you get the Sword Brothers familiar, if you level that up to 50, they, one, get more powerful, and they, two, can be equipped as a weapon instead of a familiar. But it's also a weapon I never use in that game because there's so many better weapons in Symphony of the Night. There's not much point, honestly. Can't go that way. All right, let's come back in here and just save again because I know we're coming around to a boss in a second. That should not be particularly difficult, but still. I don't have time stop because that is somewhere else in Archipelago, in somebody else's game, who knows where. But I do have Forbidden Tome, so I'm pretty good off. I don't think I have any items really. I have this starting, which is just one berry pick me up. I'll be able to buy potions soon, but you have to beat this first boss without access to that. No, I do have double jump, which means I can still get past this guy over and above him. So it's not the problem it would be. Doing this fight without double jump and without time stop is really annoying. You basically have no way of dodging him when he gets to the corner and starts taking swipes at you. So I'm very glad that the double jump was very early. Normally I'm not that lucky. Oh, got a good angle there. Got a good position. Oh, that's what I get. I mouthed off about my luck. Nice. Yeah, not particularly difficult when you have double jump already. 1 rupee. Amazing. Keep going. There's not a whole lot I can do right now. You can just basically do that. You can't access the pass at all yet. And all that is inaccessible. So, yeah, we're basically going to clear out much of the elevator area in the library. And that'll be it for this game. Unless I get something really good in there. But which is not likely. So once I do that, then we'll switch to Symphony of the Night, which has a lot more than I can do in the early game. So we'll be there probably for the entire rest of the stream. McGrail munitions? I have no idea what that is. Obviously another StarCraft thing. Falling down there is very annoying if you don't have double jump. You really have to backtrack and come back, which is ugh. Sentinel, okay. It's really on the lookout for stuff for myself, but I am also curious, hoping that I get good stuff for other people. Recovery heart to palm. And locked out of that because I don't have any kind of key card yet. So first of all, we'll go up here. Cannot go in there. Also cannot scan any of these yet because I don't have the tablet. But there is like a chest up here I can get, and a couple chests up top that I can get because I have double jump. And I think we'll go get all that first before we drop down here. Can't go in there either. I don't remember what that rope is. With a name like that, that's probably a key item. I would imagine. Something like 5 chests up here. Filler. Only shows one thing at a time. Cloth cape to my Symphony of the Night. Okay. Wrench to Valair. Compass to Autumn. Guilds to Hipster. Guilds feels like a good thing in Civilization. Don't know for sure though. Alright, so there's like one more thing I can get right now. Come all the way over here and go down from where I was. Duck in here really quickly, talk to the vendor. And by talk, I mean skip the dialogue. I always set my time spinner randomizer runs to have free shops. Just so I can buy health items to brute force early nonsense if necessary. Not as necessary in this run, but... Okay, now we'll come down in here to the teleport room that I can't use, but there should be a chest in here. Yes. Progressive sword to palm. Nice. Okay. And that's it for this game. So we'll come here. We'll save. right, cool. Let me go back to the break screen now. And switch games once again. Let's see, now we're opening BizHawk. This is so complicated. Oh, man. Okay, I need to open my tracker again so I can see what I'm going and where it's at. Let's see, I only want to see the normal castle right now. We'll connect on the Archipelago side. Also connect on the tracker. Okay, tracker's connected, game's connected. I think we're good. Okay. Let's switch back to this. And I have to put everything back up on my screen because it was all closed off. I need to see that. I need to see this. Okay, I think we're good. All right, start a new file again. Use my normal naming scheme for this. CD. I guess it's August, so AUG. Okay. Did this work? Hey, it worked. Nice. The randomizer offered a new option with this current version of Symphony of the Night randomizer. They added a new option where you could skip the opening cutscene and just come right to this. Okay, got a couple things in the beginning, but I'd switched back to OBS to make sure volume levels were good. So now I didn't even really get to see what I got, because I gotta bring up everything here. Okay. I guess I'll just manually come in here. Well, I should wait to do that. Shield rod. Wow. Okay. Actually, it's not as useful as I thought, because it's possible I won't have a shield after the cutscene where I lose all my items. Oh, wow! I put random music on, by the way. This is going to be kind of a stressful theme song to be playing throughout the opening of the castle. Oh boy. Let's see. I don't have it on the screen right now. Maybe I could put that on actually. Let me get in and out of this room and then think about that. Come over here, dip in here. Okay, we'll sit here for a second. Let me see. I'm gonna do this. Can I do this? I feel like I can put it down there. Yeah, let's see. Let's do a window capture. And what window is that? That's this. Okay. I guess I can, no, let's put it down here. Might work best. It's gonna look a little jank on my view, but I do want y'all to be able to see this, so I'm kind of just dealing with it. Because of where I've got it, it does need to go above my green screen. And then let's edit the transform. I need to crop the hell out of the top of this. Oh, that's way too much. 500 might be good. Let's see, and then I need to crop the bottom in turn. See, I'll need to see the command box. That's probably okay. Let's drop it down, and then let's uncrop the top, I guess. Yeah. So you can at least see like the last couple things I sent off to people. That's sort of the goal here. Put it down here. Yeah, that looks a little jank, but I think it could work. Oh, let me... One more thing to do. Let's see. Transform crop on the right. Let's get rid of the scroll bar. Okay. So I didn't send much so far. I sent a rain badge to Caps, Pokemon Emerald, a Grand Base to Palm Seasons, and 30 rupees also to Palm's Oracle Seasons. But now you should be able to see the rest of what I sent. So now I don't have to say what's going on. Let me pull stuff up, and now we can keep going. All right. Oh, no. Did all that work and then just immediately drop into the water and hurt myself. It's fine. All right, let's move on. I need to move this. I need to do that. There we go. I need to be able to see what I'm doing in my tracker specifically. All right, I did not set my settings for this randomizer to get rid of the cutscene where death steals all my items, so I will skip the cutscene. All right. Now let's come in and see what I actually had. I have the shield rod. Amazing. I don't have a shield. Not amazing. Shield rod is all I have. Maybe it's actually useful without a shield. We'll see. Walk armor to start. Dang, okay. Let's see. That's the better of the two. Nobody cares about the secret boots. Let's just put a bloodstone on. It's not really gonna do. Yes, what happens with Archipelago runs is every item that you pick up in your game is a random item in the entire Archipelago session. So like all 10 games that our community is playing for this, anything we pick up could be any item from any of those 10 games. So far, not a single thing I've gotten from this game has been from this game. I have enemy sanity turned on, so every time I hit an enemy for the first time, it sends something to somebody, which that sent a carrier to Hipster's StarCraft game. Also gave me a weapon. Maybe the shield rod is actually still useful. I mean, oh yeah, it's better with a shield, but it's pretty good on its own, enough that I don't need the sword I just got. That'll work for a while. So let's stick with this for a bit. Hopefully I'll still get some better stuff eventually, though. Let me remind myself. I think it's... Let me do this after this save cutscene. 25 games. Wow. More than I realized. Okay, save state shift F1. Make sure I remember that and not load my save accidentally. Yes, there's a lot of items shuffled between all the games, and who knows where everything is. What is this? Eggman's jet engine to Valaire's Sonic Adventure 2. Amazing. That's a pretty good upgrade. That's a lot of... I think that's a solid number of Eggman stages that Valaire can now do, so... Oh, the castle music. Or the castle keep music. That's cute. Could you not? There we go. Alright, down here. Let's see what's in here. Progressive Sky Peak. Not sure what that is. Never played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon in my life. This morning, Murbakes was doing a co-working stream. He was wearing glasses and had a one-lock hair. Said Lecter, amazing. Oh, that's a pretty powerful move. Okay, I have stuff I need to do up here. I have shenanigans I need to try. I'm not gonna save, I'm just gonna... Need to wait for that guy to go all the way down that side. Oh, come on. I hate when that happens. Let's do this. I'm gonna save my state in a second. Are you gonna go all the way, please? This one's finicky. Maybe it might be worth coming back later. But I do this all the time. It's just okay, less finicky all of a sudden. There we go. All right, and save my state in case I screw this up. Ah, first try. Nice. What was that? Small key English tunnel. That is not particularly useful unless Dark Plague actually has access to the English tunnel. I don't know that she would be that far in Link's Awakening yet. On day one, probably not. All right, what we got down here? Magic Bean Pack. That's a quest chain thing, I think. The Bigoron sword nonsense. Spore Crawler? I don't like the name. Oh, yuck. That got right past Automod, dang. Normally Automod's pretty good about that kind of thing, but oh well. Alright, what we got here? Another small key for Palm. Small keys are useful eventually. Not incredibly useful right now to anybody, I don't think. Okay, Shield Rod at the start is actually a very good option. Because there's a lot of early game enemies, it's basically one hit killing, which is some enemies in this early game can be very dangerous, so I appreciate that actually. Troll Orb, okay. Down and around. The save room that I don't particularly need, but I will stop in there anyway. Ah! Kill that thing before it comes around. They're very annoying. They poison you if they touch you, and I don't feel like dealing with that. Realize Tulip got the answer. Oh, no worries at all. It wasn't an urgent thing anyway, so not a problem. And you're not seeing the problem right now because your account is set up correctly for it. But I noticed the problem. It was last week, I think. It was last Tuesday. I was playing Genshin. I was exploring Dragon Spine. And Sigma and Mkafi popped into my stream, and Sigma ran into that problem, and his chat was like not visible on my screen. And we complained about it together because he is a programmer, so he knew better than I did how that could be fixable with like one line of code, and Stream Elements still has not done that. So I'm just like, it's probably better at this point just to find another option if they're not even going to go to that trouble. Straight fairy to Stonehead. That's necessary for clearing stuff, but I don't think it's a particularly useful thing in terms of actually progression, essentially. Seashell to Autumn, same deal. Autumn will need a ton of seashells in Link's Awakening. That is the thing. But it's not useful for progression unless you have a lot. Still though, managed to beat that boss very quickly. Early Shield Rod is actually great. Better than I realized. All right, we can, boy, I'm actually realizing that we have a good chunk left that I can do in this game. It's like leave, okay. But not actually a ton. Most of the outer wall, partial of the library. I think it will still take like a good hour to go through the rest of what I can do in this game though. So it will last the length of normal stream time. We won't have to end early or anything. But there's not actually a ton. The long elevator trip. Almost there. All right, there we go. Pop him here. I guess I'll save it. I did fight a boss. Since I have the walk armor already at the beginning of the game, I'm making a point of trying to enter every single room in the game, because with the walk armor, map completion actually makes your armor more powerful. It is the second best armor in the game if you explore the entirety of both castles. So normally I don't explore the entirety of both castles if I'm playing a randomizer, but in this case it's actually going to be useful. I think it's going to be a big drop down here, so I have to... No, I'm misremembering. It's a big drop on this side. Let's go down this way first. I always drop right on that guy. Oh, a Triforce piece. Wait, a Triforce piece in Ocarina of Time? What version of Ocarina of Time is Dolphin playing? What kind of mod is that? You don't get Triforce pieces in Ocarina of Time. I was expecting that to be like the Wind Waker. Alright, we're gonna go down this way first. Like that. Coming here for this. That's a missile tank to... Oh, Palm's Metroid Fusion. I should really try the randomizers for Metroid Fusion and Zero Mission eventually. The problem with both those... Zero Mission would actually be fine. But I haven't played Metroid Fusion since the last time I played it on stream, when I was doing like the entire Metroid franchise power through, which I dropped off of for like an entire year, and I'm only finally getting back to it now with Metroid Prime 2 that I picked back up. But unlike Super Metroid, I've not played Metroid Fusion a million times, so I don't remember anything about the game, about where stuff is, and I would be very, very confused in a randomizer. I don't like playing randomizers where I'm not intimately familiar with the base game. Dang, 4 hits? Early shield rod is busted. But because I'm not intimately familiar with it, I don't know that I would have a good time with it, essentially. I do need to kill one of these guys for enemy sanity. Glide down. What is glide down? What is KAR? I don't know what that game is. I have to look through the list of games people are playing again. This is a lot that I'm just, that I'm at least somewhat familiar with, but I've never played. And then many others where I don't even know what game they're playing. Alright, there's a couple things I can try and get in here. And by a couple things, I mean 2. Back in this early area. 1 here. That feels like it might be useful. There's also a thing I can get here, but I have to position this correctly. So let me save my state. First try, nice. Another Triforce piece that I don't understand why is a thing. Alright, now we'll backtrack right up the way we came. Oh, well, Dolphin's about to play Ocarina of Time, so maybe I'll get an answer soon about what all those Triforce pieces are. Alright, let's go right back up this way. Climb back up. So we need to continue going through the Marble Gallery for a bit. What I just realized has the Catacombs music. And not even the regular Catacombs music, that's the reverse Catacombs. Random music is always fun. It can be very ridiculous sometimes. This is less ridiculous. At least it's picked a song that's from a regular area you explore, not like a boss theme. Oh, that's why I hate this section. I sure remember this now. Let's do this and wait for that guy. Of course. There we go. They're very annoying. They can also be very dangerous because this area, these are really powerful enemies. I'm only doing fine because I have the shield rod, which is like 10 attack levels higher than I should have at this level. Otherwise, that would have been... Sometimes in this randomizer, I don't go down there, depending on what kind of gear I have, because it could just be... It could get me killed very quickly. And it's not worth it for, like, the one item back in the starting area you can get. Hello. There you go. There's 2 more items in this room that I can't get. You need high jump or the ability to turn to a bat to fly up to them. So those will have to come later. In the meantime, let's keep going. Let's save here. Now I can keep working my way through the top areas of the Marble Gallery, which I have to skip right past this section. There's nothing, I once again don't have bat or high jump. I do have Leeman that I hate. Guys are the worst. In every single Castlevania game they appear in, I hate their guts. I have to skip right through here. Can't go up to anything. They only do 1 damage, but they hop around in such random patterns that it's like really annoying to actually have to kill them. I feel like I got pretty lucky then. Okay, we'll scoot through here. Cannot go down yet. Probably not anytime soon. The randomizer actually includes the Jewel of Open as a thing that's in the seed, so it could be anywhere in the, 25 games that Palm said we were playing in this session. So the ability to go through those blue glowing doors is something that somebody else is probably gonna have to get for me. And who knows where it's at. Cleat 2 has released all remaining items from their world. That message is normally what happens when somebody beats their game's goal, and all the items that are hidden in their game can then just be immediately sent out to anybody who's playing. But Creek is a ridiculous little game where you just log on the website and click a button. So there's really no items in there to send. But hey, that is 1 out of 25 games complete in our community session, so progress. Oh, randomizers card. That's pretty useful for Dolphin, actually. Well, maybe not immediately. It's going to take a while for them to actually get to Gerudo Valley in their game. Oh! It's 2 hits! I thought it was going to die instantly, and I just... Oh well. Today I learned, Shield Rod needs 2 hits on these guys, so I cannot just immediately jump into them. Alright, now we have a chunk of things we can do down here. We're going to start by going down. And I'm also going to save my state, because this guy is very dangerous. I say Krusty's Limo in Simpsons Hit and Run. Be dangerous, but when you have Shield Rod, at least it doesn't take 8 million hits to kill him. Alright, so now we see here for a second. Oh, 1 whole rupee to Dolphin. That's the real painful thing about Archipelago, is when you find an item for somebody, or you find an item in your own game, you're excited about what this could be, and it's just 1 rupee. To somebody's Legend of Zelda title. Simpsons Hit and Run is like the Simpsons version of Grand Theft Auto, if I remember correctly, so Krusty's Limo sounds like an actually good car, presumably, for you to drive around in that game. Oh, Progressive Glove, that's great. That will let Daedon do a good amount in Link to the Past. There's some exploration they should be able to do now, because they'll be able to pick up large rocks. Or maybe not large rocks. They'll be able to pick up small, heavy rocks until they're out of the way. So they'll be able to make some progress now that they could not before. They'll need the second glove to be able to get all rocks, including the gigantic boulders. But they'll be able to get to some places now with the progressive gloves, so that's a good early item to get out of a seed. All right, now we go up. Can't get that. Can I? No. It's the one above that the tracker claims I can get. We'll see. Oh, my holy glasses. Wow. I can't do anything with that now, but that is the item I need to be able to access eventually the second castle in this game. I can't use them to get to the castle yet because I need bat is probably what I need. The ability to fly to get up to where that boss is. But once I have bat, then much of the game will be open to me at that point. I'm quite experienced enough with this game to know that door opening cutscene is going to take long enough for me to get a sip of my coffee, so... This should also be a pretty quick fight because of shield rod. 5 hits! Wow. Oh, I sent the harp to Ages, I think, or to Palm. I think the harp is what's required in Ocarina of Ages to be able to switch times, so that should be a good progress enabler for Palm, I think. Small key, yeah. Okay, let's save my state here in case I mess this jump up. Like I just, yep. There we go. Save it again. I can try and jump back across. All right. And we don't have the elevator's not on yet, so I'll have to go up the proper way. And there's enemies up here that I need to kill anyway. Let's go all the way up. The next and last thing I can really do is go into the library. Progressive shield, a dolphin. Or in StarCraft, I wonder what that is. Dojo poison bug base. Okay, that sounds like a trap. Seed, small key. Oh, that's stuff dolphin sending. Okay. There's multiple things coming through now because multiple people are playing the games. Let me dip in here. This is the teleport point. Yes, it is. Let's. Oh, that's right. Another setting that they added to the randomizer for this game is to make the teleporting slightly faster. That was nice. I never see that whole animation. I always want to wait for that to drop just to make sure it did. Tail key to Dark Plague. That will let Dark Plague access an entire dungeon that she could not get to before, so that's good. Alright, let's go back through. One thing I don't like for Symphony of the Night, and this is just an artifact of the game's age, is that its teleportation system is clunky. There's 5 teleport rooms in each of the 2 castles. And in all future Castlevania the games... Ow. You essentially enter a teleport room and interact, and then you can just select on the map which teleport room you want to go to. Back in this game, before they had thought about that being a process, you instead have to activate the teleporter and just go between each until you get to the one you want, which takes forever. I hate it. So this might take a bit, so let me save. Oh, second try, almost, but didn't take long. Come up. I'm not going in there yet, but I do want to come all the way up for map completion. Let's just hit up this save room. Actually, I took a big hit from that enemy, so let's save while we're here. What did I send? A bottle of dolphin. That's pretty solid. Blizzard Island. I assume that's a location that is locked at the beginning of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon that dolphin can now go to. I sent a rooster to Beastie. Beastie did not include in their game, or in their slot name, what game they were actually playing, so I don't know what game that is. But I hope they enjoy their rooster. Alright, last thing I can do here is explore the library. And I did all this faster than I thought. There's probably only like 5-10 minutes of library exploration. Ooh, castle entrance theme. One of the best songs in this game. Anyway, I'm about to finish what I can do. Once I go through the library here, and there's not much of the library I can actually do at the moment. Then I'll be done with what I can do in Archipelago. So I might actually, I don't want to go back to Skies of Arcadia when there's like a lot that's going to happen in that game. You know what? No, it's fine. We can play some Skies of Arcadia. So we'll finish this up and then we'll do what we normally do on Saturdays. It'll just take me a bit to switch the games. But we can probably get like 30 minutes, 40 minutes of Skies after all. What can I do in here? I hate these guys. I don't think I can get to that boss to fight him, so it's pretty much just going to be explore the main section of the library and not the back rooms, and talk to the vendor. Unless the vendor like is selling something incredibly important, like perhaps the Jewel of Open that will let me open the blue doors. That's very doubtful in a randomizer. And in fact, I don't think I randomized the shop's inventory. Actually, from that point of view, he might be selling the Jewel of Open, in which case I could continue playing this game. We'll see. Yeah, before I assume that I can't do anything else in this game, let's see what's for sale. The item I can get back here. Progressive boated dolphin. That is 2 boats for Dolphin's Majora's Mask, actually. So they'll be doing pretty good. Progressive, for those unfamiliar with Archipelago terminology, anytime you're playing a game where you get multiple upgrades for stuff, like say Link to the Past, where there's 4 versions of the Master Sword, in the Archipelago runs, you would find as options you can pick up in the various seeds 4 progressive swords, and each one you get will give you the next level in your game. That prevents a player from finding like the level 4 Master Sword immediately in a seed, and the rest of the progressive upgrades being worthless.
I'm interested in this.
Thank you.
No, not selling Jewel of Ocean. I did send a Crystal Cave to Dolphin's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. But the entire rest of this inventory is out of box, so there's nothing else here that's useful for me. They're selling a bunch of stuff that I can't afford. I don't really care anyway.
I'm interested in this.
And I don't have anything to sell, so you probably just go ahead and leave. Let me check my inventory. People got me stuff as I was playing. Some of it might be useful here. I should probably put the leather shield on, because then I can actually use like the shield rod's shield effect. But I don't think there's any weapon in here that would actually be useful. Oh, heart refresh. I'll be able to do some fun nonsense with that down the line once I get the duplicator. Yeah, nothing useful. Okay, let me backtrack to a save room, and then I will switch over to Skies of Arcadia. Just bypass all this. There's gonna be a lot of books following me. This is a librarian's worst nightmare. You don't have to be a librarian to hate this. Okay, it's fine, I'm safe. At least we're far enough into the game where or we have enough items equipped. I'm only taking 1 damage from those guys. They can be very annoying if you are essentially earlier into the game. They can be less annoying and more dangerous, actually. Thankfully, that wasn't the case now. Let's pop all the way up to the top. Use the save room that was back up here again. I said I was going to switch to Skies of Arcadia, and I probably still am, but I do want to check the tracker really quickly just to make sure that I didn't get anything in Super Metroid Time Spinner that would be worth going back into those games for. So let's do that. We will leave it here in the save room here. Actually, I'm going to also save my state. And let me check the tracker really quickly, which you cannot see because I did not want to bother putting that on the screen. But it's fine. Looks like nobody got me anything useful in Super Metroid, so we're fine there. Okay, and there's no... Wait, that's not true. There actually is a Time Spinner tracker that is designed to only show you items and not the map. But I would be able to see the glance if I got anything useful there. Oh, it's acting up and showing everything. Oh, that didn't help at all. Okay. Let me open the Archipelago website. Also has trackers up, and no, nobody got me anything in the last hour of playtime. Okay, so there's nothing else I can do in any of these 3 games for now. So yeah, we'll switch to Skies of Arcadia. Go to the break screen, and this time I am going to mute for a bit to both stretch and load up the game. So I will be back momentarily. All right, y'all. Thanks for bearing with me. Got up, got to stretch, refilled my water. Did not refill my coffee because I'm already on my second cup and I have to brew more, and I'm trying not to go to sleep at weird times. But we are ready to get back into the game. So we are back on Skies of Arcadia Legends. Yeah, the music should be fine. I might need to turn that up volume wise. Yeah, let me boost that by like 10% maybe. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. Dolphin is like the one thing annoyingly. Every single game is a different volume. I have to massage the meters every single time I switch games. Between like this and Metroid Prime 2, it's annoying, honestly. But anyway, we'll get back into it. And I think we were going this way-ish. The Maw of Tardis is somewhere in this direction. Is it like all the way over here? This is it. I am actually going to save. You know what? I need to we're gonna do this live. It should be fine. Yeah. This is why you set your OBS to use bounding boxes, so you can increase the size of the game from a tiny window to a very large one, and it doesn't do weird stuff inside OBS. I've learned my lesson on that. It's very good. So now I can actually see what I'm doing, which was the important thing here. All right. There's a couple different things to do here. Set up here. Yeah. There are 3 charms, which are actually relatively important to get. And then the other 2 are down in the center. I just want to make sure not to start story yet. Oh, dang it. I might have to come back later for the 3rd charm. That's annoying. But it's probably fine. That chunk of metal is huge. Beneath it is the Maw of Tardis. It's an entrance to a series of caverns. These caverns are the resting place of the Yellow Crystal as well as the Yellow Gigas. This seal was built by my people after the Rains of Destruction in order to contain the Yellow Gigas. Now the Yellow Gigas lies dormant. Good. Keep that thing locked up. Well, I know this means that the Gigas can't get out, but it also means that we can't get in. I don't think there's any way we can get through this seal. What should we do? Hey, don't move! Welp. The punishment for trespassing near the Great Seal is death. It's fine. Oh, that's right. I remember what's gonna happen. I will get another chance to get the 3rd cham that I missed. So it's fine. Let's see. We don't know what's gonna happen here. Could be nonsense. So let's start with our usual setup and Delta Shield. But also I have enough to... Yes, let's also Lunar Winds. Bonus attack. It's possible they won't do anything, but they are Valuan soldiers. There is a lightning spell that specifically decreases my attack, and I don't want that, so. Oh, they're pretty strong. Well, they have pretty high defense, is what I mean. So this might take a bit, but it's fine. Oh. Dang. That hurt her a lot more than I was expecting. She will have to. Somebody else will need to heal her on this turn, I think. Because she should still Delta Shield, just in case. Congratulations, Fina. You are the heal bot. Let's throw a Sacres Crystal on Fina, or on Aika. And then you can attack as well. I guarantee you, since I'm Delta Shielding every turn, they'll just grenade every time. They will never cast the lightning spell that I'm worried about. But it's fine. I can crystal through grenades. Was Aika low on health before I came in? Because I didn't actually do that much damage. I must have just forgotten to heal her after the last time I played. Oh, why'd you attack a different guy? What? Oh, that was a counterattack. Okay. Let's have them both go after this one. You can Delta Shield again. Actually, you know what? Let's risk it. You can still go after this one. Alright, exactly what I was hoping for. If the last one grenades one person or two, it's probably not gonna be a big deal. Oh, good. They hit everybody that didn't get hit last time, so solid HP values. That was actually kind of lucky. I'm now remembering when it comes to volume that I want to keep everything around. Well, I want to keep the game around between -30 and -40 dB. Which was the problem with Metroid earlier in the week when it was very low in volume. I think it was like -40 to 50. I forgot like the level that I like to keep things at, and now I realize, yes, Metroid Prime 2 was very, very low in volume when I started that stream on whatever day it was this week. Oh, I didn't do it this week. It was last week. That's right. No, it was this week because I did Metroid Prime 2 on Tuesday because I couldn't play Genshin, and then I was going to do Genshin on Thursday, but then had to cancel because of thunderstorms. But still played Genshin outside of the thunderstorms when I wasn't dealing with power issues. we surrender. Please don't kill us. Tell us how to open the seal and we'll let you live. That's impossible. Our entire army couldn't open it. Our commanders aren't concerned with the yellow crystal right now because it's already in Valua and it's safe from you. That makes sense. They'll go after the other crystals first. Something's not right. You'd think that this area would be more heavily guarded. Where are the rest of your men? They're preparing for the raid on Nazrad. What? Valua's going to start a war with Nazar? I think so. I'm just a grunt, so I don't know any of the details. And there was a giant arc whale. It destroyed a few of our ships recently. One of our admirals is hunting it. A giant arc whale? Rackham is here? Answer me! I don't know for certain. Some fog rolled in yesterday, and there were sightings of a huge creature. That means it's probably still in the area. I have to go after Rackham. I've been following you kids around looking for the crystals all this time, but now it's your turn to follow me. I already know. We understand. We'll go with you. That's the correct answer here. Well, it doesn't look like we'll be able to get to the yellow crystal anytime soon. Okay, Rackham, we'll go with you. Very well. Now the time has come for me to finally face Rackham. He was the reason that I got the Harpoon Cannon in the first place. I'm gonna kill him or die trying. Boy. Drachma over here rocking the 50 cent energy. Same wavelength. I really want to see now the next thing I have to do is in Nazrad. It's probably just story at this point. Although let me save, not save. I can't save out here. If I can save in a second, I will. But let me heal just to be safe. But I kind of want to see a somebody take a Photoshop of Get Rich or Die Trying and just like put Drachma's head on 50. All right, we're done here. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me go back for 1 second. Because now that I have the choms, I can set up what I was trying to do here. There's a very specific upgrade path that you want to take with Cupel to get the better weapons first. And the path basically is changed by what order you eat the Abric Shams in. So I need to... God, let me see if I remember this. I have another sham already. I want to regurgitate everything. You can only do that 3 times though, but I only need to do it once because I know what I'm getting out of this. So now I need to feed it. Let me see if I get this right. I'm going for cheese. This image is not helpful actually. I want path 4 because the pan and the weight are far more powerful attack wise than a lot of the other abilities. I think. So I want to try and skip 2 of those. Oh, the first one requires 12 chams though. Is that correct? Oh, that's an upgrade from the lance. Okay, so I need to eat 2 chams. I think I understand now. Hopefully I get this right. I'm going to save my state in case I don't get it right. So I don't have to waste another chom again. I think I eat 2 chams. That changes the blade, and now I eat an Abric Cham. And that should change to cannon. Good. And then I keep chomping on chams. Club, that's expected. I need to get to lance, which I don't have enough chams for. I need 1 more cham, and that will take me to lance. And then I don't eat any more chams until I get an Abric Cham. Then I can get to pan, and then I keep downing chams. Okay. I need to leave this chart open basically every time I play to make sure I don't screw that up. But that was correct. So Cupel is now Cupel Club, which is actually quite a bit more powerful than whatever the sword I think was what I had before. So now I can get Cupel on the ideal path to actually have Fina be doing good attack in battle and not just being magic only. That was the goal. All right, there's actually a ship battle coming up. We'll need to rest up before we attack Rachnum. There's always a thick fog surrounding him. He knocks ships out of the sky and they never see him coming. We'll hide in this can and ambush him at the first sign of fog. Tonight we sleep here. Drop anchor, boy. Later that night, my heart was racing with excitement. I was too anxious to get even a wink of sleep. Rachnum is nearby. That's all I could think as I lie there, trying to sleep. Doesn't look like I'm going to get any shut-eye. Maybe I'll take a little walk to try and calm myself down. Alright, before I do that... Yeah, ship's already fine, so I can, I haven't explored the inside of the little jack in quite some time. I should do that now, for reasons. It's an emergency lifeboat. I guess even on a ship as small as this one, it's always best to have a few lifeboats ready. It won't open. It must be locked. So slow. This is the hammock that I've been sleeping in. The engine is kind of loud, but I've gotten used to it by now. This used to be the storage area, but Ike and Fina now use it as their bedroom. Oh, I swear I didn't steal anything. Sounds like he is talking or asleep again. This is the captain's room, but I don't hear him snoring like usual. I wonder if he's awake. Captain? Captain, it's Vice. You awake? There's no response. I wonder where he is. With the engine that we took from Belize's ship, the little Jack is quite powerful. It's not as loud as it used to be, too. It's probably the same. Yeah. Up we go. And cutscene, I think. Oh, no, not yet. Soon, though. Oh, right, because there's a little area here, too. Can't interact with any of that. Can we go out? We can, and that was the cutscene. I should have gone up first. Oops. Captain? Is that you, boy? What are you doing up at this hour? You should be getting some rest. I was about to say the same thing. It's the middle of the night. What's that? Open it. Man, this Dreamcast era lighting. Oh no, not the music. It's full of feathers. My son used to collect those. You had a son? Aye, about the same age as you. A long time ago, I ran a fishing boat in North Ocean. My son was learning to be a sailor. He used to come out with us. His name was Jack. He was a small boy who liked to help out. The other sailors, they used to call him Little Jack. One day, we went out fishing as usual. Then Rackham came. We didn't know how powerful Rackham was, and we tried to fight him. But there was no way a fishing boat stood a chance against that thing. Rackham destroyed our ship. I barely managed to survive. But my crew and Jack weren't so lucky. Last time I saw Jack, he was clutching some feathers as he fell, like they'd stop him from falling. I can still hear my son scream as he fell. From that day on, I swore revenge on Rackham for my crew and for Jack. That's a really tough story. The only thing I can think of in this instance is knowing what I do about the way this world works and the way the deep sea works. Jack would not have suffered, at least, which is something. I need to kill Rackham to avenge my crew and my son. I'm getting long-winded in my old age. Don't let it bother you, it's my problem. Captain. Oh. This fog, could it be? Boy, go wake the others. It's him. Rackham is here. Alright, here we go. I'm just realizing I'm gonna get to the part in the story where everything goes to shit. And that's where I'm gonna have to stop the stream. This is gonna be great, actually. Spoiler alert. We're good. We can just go directly east from here. Or not. That's not it yet. We just have regular enemies. Oh, we ambushed them. Nice. Let's see. I don't know that I can really get anything off on the looper, but I will land a burst anyway and just have everybody try and attack the looper. Because you miss even if you ambush. But maybe somebody will get lucky. Actually, if I had Vice do the super off the bat, that may have worked. But then I wouldn't get any damage off the rest of these guys, which I don't want to have them alive for long, so. So this is still probably the better option. We'll just sacrifice the XP from the looper. Oh, nice. I always love when they get the hit off. It never happens. Everybody can attack a different enemy, and they can just sort of. That'll work. This will probably kill everybody off the bat. once again, I've been playing this game for a couple months now on the Saturday streams, but I'm still just sitting here like, who really had the smart idea to just make an orchestral battle theme with the aim and break just running under it 24/7? What a ridiculous concept for an RPG battle theme. But it's a bop because it's the aim and break. You can't go wrong. So, all right. I was almost at the cutscene, just 1 inch, and I got caught in that battle beforehand. Oh my god, what's that sound? It sounds like cannon fire. Boy, dead ahead. Wolf. Captain, it's him. Ah! It's huge. Hey, look over there. Oh, I forgot that ship was gonna appear here. Now I'm remembering why everything goes to shit. And also I'm remembering why they're attacking Rackham, which they don't explain right now. And which I won't explain right now either, but... Captain, whose ship is that? While we were in Valua, I heard rumors that the Armada altered their chain of command. That must be Ramirez's ship. He was Galcian's vice captain. He's the most feared officer in the Armada. Ramirez? Fina, what's wrong? Nothing. Everything is fine. Oof. Oof. We can't fight them both at the same time. Captain, what should we do? Take out the balloon ships first. I don't want them interfering in the fight with Rackham. I need to kill Rackham myself. Battle stations. Leave Ramirez's ship alone. Take out the 2 cruisers in front of us first. One at a time, hopefully. Yeah, this will be pretty straightforward. Air pirate scum, you'll regret the day you stood against Lord Ramirez and the 6th Fleet of the Armada. Nah, it's not gonna go well for you, son. Let's just pretty straightforward everything here. I'm gonna 3-inch blaster into this one. I will guard here, and we'll repair kit here. The nice thing about the ship-to-ship battles is that you select everything you want to do, and then you can just sit and watch while you're drinking your coffee. It works quite nicely. That was probably not even enough damage to bother with a repair kit, but oh well. Okay, that's enough damage. The guard helped. We're not going to be in battles for too much longer, so I'm not too overly worried about it, but it's still better to keep the ship health up. Oh boy. Okay, we have another round to go through. Let's start with a 3-inch, and let's guard on both of those turns. And throw a repair kit in the middle. Oh, that might have been a mistake, actually. We'll find out in a moment. I haven't been focusing at all, and I need, I can pretty much end the fight if I use the Harpoon Cannon on the next turn, but I might not be able to use it. Nice. I don't fully understand how to get the enemy to miss with torpedoes. I don't know how much is RNG, how much is affected by like the blue magic spell Quika. How much is affected by guarding. Well, that won't cause you to miss, but presumably it will cause you to take less damage. Like there's little things about this game that even now, 20 years after it came out, I still don't fully remember. 25 years at this point. So I always appreciate it when stuff just misses. Let's fight aggressively. Can I? Oh, let's go. I have enough. Okay, cool. And then we'll 3-inch blaster. Oh, we can only do it one turn. Don't have enough to do it twice. In that case, I will Hunter Torpedo. No, wait, that's the. We will 3-inch blaster, even if I can only do it one turn. It's fine. Repair kit here, guard here. None of this should be relevant. The harpoon cannon should just end the fight right now, I think. But we'll see. Nice. Easy peasy. All right, we got a straight shot of Rocknum. I waited for this for a long time. Harpoon cannon, fire! There's no escape for you now. Ah! Captain, watch out! There's an enemy ship off the starboard side. It's Ramirez. He got behind us while we were concentrating on Rocknum. The little jack is on fire. Propelling power dropping rapidly. We're losing altitude. This isn't good. If we keep this up, we're all gonna die. No, I've waited far too long. I may never get another chance. Captain, we've got to abandon ship. We need to get at the lifeboats down below. What? You telling me to abandon the little jack? You're telling me to let Rocknum go? Yes. If you die, it won't bring back his son. And as long as you're alive, you'll always have another chance. If you die now, then the lives of your crew and your son would have been lost in vain. Oh. All right, we're abandoning ship. Everyone, get down below. Oh. Can I actually? I don't think I can actually interact with anything right now. For a good reason. They want you to get out of here. It won't let you go out. Makes sense. And now that we're down here, the engine doesn't look like it's gonna hold up much longer. Oh, they actually will let you interact. Okay. Well, they won't let you go into the. I've actually grown to like this hammock, but I guess I'll never sleep in it again. Oof. Okay. Those are the only two things they can let you interact with. Oh, just reset the same music. Captain, hurry! Get on! The ship's going down! Captain? Captain, get on board! Look, Rocknum is hurt. Captain, what are you doing? No, don't! Oh boy. Bro. Captain, hurry, get in! Dang. No! Captain! Why did he do that? Oh. Fucking Ramirez. Ramirez, he fires at lifeboats? Yup. Vice! Oh my goodness. There we go. I did say everything was gonna go to shit. There goes the Geneva Convention in its entirety. Just done. It's not a thing, and well, it is a thing in this game, actually. I mean, it's not. This is a fantasy game that takes place in a reality that doesn't exist. Something like the Geneva Convention does exist in this game. It's just Ramirez did not give a shit. I'm alive? His face is very flat. I just realized after all that, I'm just like, oh wow, that is Dreamcast era polygon modeling there. Looks like I've been separated from Ike and Fina. I hope they're okay. Where am I? Ike, Fina, and Drachma have left the party. All right, welcome to Uninhabited Island, which is also the name of this song. It's actually a nice song. All that can wait though. I'm going to save my game. As I said, as I guessed, things would go to shit, and then that would be the point where I stop playing. So, Vice is all alone. When I pop in on this game next Saturday again is when I'll be playing again. We'll pick up right here on the Visitor Island, where Vice is going to have to make a couple days out of it, figuring out what he needs to do to get food, to get water, to get clean water to survive. Ike and Fina are fine. I will go ahead and, well, technically Drachma's fine too. The whole party is fine. They're all split up right now. Ike and Fina are in another location, and we will pop in on them too on the next stream and see how they're doing. But that can all happen next stream. So for now, I'm going to end things. That was a good 2-hour session. Had fun playing a little bit of Skies, a lot of Archipelago. I look forward to getting back into the Archipelago stuff later on this evening, probably once more people in the Zeldathon crew have gotten items for me to actually explore with. But for now, I think that'll be a good end of the stream. I will note, as far as the schedule is concerned, you can see here that I'm doing more stuff tomorrow, which more Archipelago actually. But that is going to be with WMGSO. We're starting up our server in that Discord community. Tomorrow morning, I will generate the game for everybody, and then we will all hop on stream at 6:30 p.m. Eastern in a collective call where we'll all be playing our games together. And I will be streaming multiple of those games to WGSO's channel, so I'll be like popping in between games so we can see in real time what's going on. Kind of like I did today, but multiple different people playing games and not just me. So I'll be playing Stardew Valley for that one. And we got a solid amount of other games coming up in that lineup too. Pikmin, Ocarina of Time, Outer Wilds, Jamin, our music director, and our official stick wiggler will be playing Chrono Trigger Jets of Time. A lot of fun stuff. So that will be happening tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Eastern on WGSO's channel. My schedule for next week is going to be mostly the same as this. I haven't actually created the graphic yet, so I'll just have to say it out loud. I will note, big change for me is that starting next week, I'm going to be streaming on Monday instead of Tuesday. So Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, I'll be playing Genshin. Which does mean from now on that I shouldn't miss out on Genshin Mondays thanks to patch maintenance, so that's nice. But yeah, Genshin Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll be playing Metro Prime 2 next Thursday as usual. Come back to Skies again next Saturday as usual. Next Sunday will be another WMGSO stream. It'll be Jackbox. I probably will be participating in that. So I'll update the schedule as necessary. So you can expect the same 4 days next week roughly, except a different thing. We're playing on Sunday, and I'm playing on Monday instead of Tuesday. But I will update the schedule. I will put that on socials, so everybody will know what's going on. In the meantime, let's get out of here. Let me find somebody that I can take you all to. Let me put my Nightbot commands in, and let's go see who's active right now. Feel free to copy paste one of those if you would like to. First one, if you were just here following or vibing or anything like that. And I appreciate everybody who's been lurking. You're all great. Appreciate you very much. If you were subbed, you can copy the second one. And let me go see who's live. I know Donut Bunny was streaming. Who else is live at the moment? Let me go through the list. Oh, that's right. It's Evo weekend. Evo probably is not going to accept raids, though. So I'm not even going to bother with that. Let's see. Oh, Danny Music is playing. Relearning Minish Cap Rando. Okay. Let's keep the randomizer thing going then. So yeah, we'll raid Danny Music. A good friend of mine, fellow Zeldathon attendee. He is basically in charge of all the music related stuff in Zeldathon. So every time I am at Zeldathon twice a year and you experience awesome concerts with a lot of awesome musicians, there's a lot of people involved who make that happen, but he's generally the one who takes charge and schedules everything and sets it all up. But he also plays randomizers, primarily Zelda related randomizers. So let's go hang out with him and watch him play some Minish Cap. So again, thank you everybody for popping in. Had a great time. I'll be back on WMGSO stream tomorrow. Feel free to tune in then. And then on my own stream on Monday. Hope to see you at either one of those. But if I don't, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Take care, y'all.